Captain Kirk, who is going where no man has gone before in Beaverton, Michigan. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and hopefully no one will else have to go there. But call me Mo. Mo Better, because I'm going to have you seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling when I cut the Zeiss digital freeform progressive lens known as the Light D for light speed in your RayBan 2132 color 622, the matte black rubber in the 55 eye size. Let me take everything out of the original packaging as RayBan sends it to me. Your Italian leather RayBan case. How do I know it's Italian leather? Does it do that? High technology. Soon to be found on the Starship Enterprise. Where do you find technology like that? How does it just stay closed? How does it stay open? It must be science. All right, so I'm going to take your frame out. We got your cleaning cloth and junk mail, because you just don't get enough junk mail in robocalls as it is now, so they're going to put it in your case. The frame comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it's being shipped from Italy to me, and then from me to Beaverton, Michigan. But I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. It comes with a little G15 sticker on the lenses. I'm going to pop out the original glass lenses, the breakable heavy glass lenses, and install lightweight, unbreakable, high impact resistant polycarbonate lenses. I just want to clean out all the residue. This is my favorite residue cleaning tool that I have around here. Hey, it's worked till now. Why change? So I'm going to program this shape into the computer. You are Secret Agent 2438. Program you into the computer. Hit the start button. A little stylus is going to pop up. Go around, trace the inside bevel of the frame before doing the same thing on the right. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality, because that would be illogical. But you purchase any RayBan frame from me and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance, of which I do not take, I don't take any insurances, but when you submit my receipt you will get your out-of-network reimbursement. Or if you have health savings account flex dollars, give me a call. I can take your health savings account flex dollars card over the phone and you will get full reimbursement from that. So that is the frame. That is the shape that we'll be cutting. I'll be cutting the royal eye, the royal we. Move on to the next screen. We're going to enter your pupillary distance of 60. Divided by 2 is 30, so I'm going to tap. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the minus button a couple times till we get to 30. I want to raise the optical center height up to 23. Now this orange grid and the blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. That orange crosshair is for single vision. I'm going to change what's known as the layout to progressives. Take your right lens out of the right packet as Zeiss sends it to me. Place it onto the platform. Oh, I need to get a block. Or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got them here. The black side is the sticky side. Stick this onto the first one. Do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to something magnetical there in the arm to hold it in place. And I'm going to get everything laid out. The reason why I put those dots on there, it tells me where to orient everything or where not to. So let's put it in the right place. So get everything lined up. As such, hit the button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which I can identify with, which will be played by the left lens tonight. Take it out, same pupillary distance, same optical center height, same silliness as I get everything laid out. Tug Speedman emailing me. Yo, Tuggy! He sent me his Oliver Peoples frames. I got to get him some lenses ordered. Alright, so trivia question. Which character was Tug Speedman in the movie Simple Jack? Oh wait, what was the name of that movie? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, So the nice thing about Zeiss, they document everything. This is your right lens. So all the way across, this says the Zeiss, take my word for it, progressive light D, hey, maybe you can read it, 1.59, which is the refractive index, PhotoFusion extra gray. You have DS, which stands for DuraVision silver, which is your anti-glare coating, and that has your power, which is plano with 1 1/4 add, same for your left eye, plano minus 1/4 at 36, plano minus 1/4 at 36, 125 add, DuraVision silver, and of course that. And let me do the same thing. In fact, they give you an 8x11 documentation that you can take to your doctor, and they ask you, what are you wearing? You can show them. Same thing, the progressive light D. This is the verification. Because this is a full freeform digital lens, they have compensated formulas. Again, your right eye plano, your left minus 1/4 at 126, and of course your add power, and you have your compensated. It has your PD right here, right PD, left PD, seg height, your compensated formula. You show this to your doctor and they'll be amazed by that. You have your distance compensation, you have your near compensation. It gives you the laser engraving layout, so you know you're getting the light D. 0.59 is the polycarbonate, the 18 is the type of corridor it is, the longer corridor, the temporal engraving there, and it even tells you the base curve of the lens, 4 base curve. Now if you guys miss any of that, let me recap. If you miss any of that, just hit rewind. Hey, let's test all the millennials out there. Do you know what be kind rewind means? If you don't, Google it. So this is the Edger. This costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone put it on the console of your Starship Enterprise, and then you can cut your own lenses while you're zipping around space in warp speed. And you won't need this guy, the dim slow guide with the 2 thumbs, to do it for you. But the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper. That's going to grind your lens material away. This wheel in the center that has that channel and valley, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to wake up the computer. Job ID number 2438. 2438, or as I like to call it, installment 2438 of my, man, I keep getting blown up, of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. So stay tuned and watch the other 329,997,000, and yeah, someone do the math and come back to me. In the comment section, what is 2,438 taken away from 333 million? Someone would go out there and check that. So these are polycarbonate. Oops, I hit the reset button again. That's fine. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that, but we're going to stay with polycarbonate. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens, nor will I put a safety bevel on the front bevel of the lens, but I am going to put one on the rear concave surface of the lens. Press that on there firmly. Place the magnet into the chuck, or by now you know I like to call it the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. And I just don't know you guys well enough to come up with a new joke. So the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens will be traced by 2 wide styluses, making sure the lens is large enough to fit into the frame first go round. And the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you will have none. I will go out on a limb. I will go out on a branch, on a twig, on a switch. I will go out on a thorn and predict that you will have no edge thickness in this frame. Now the light you see flickering in the background is water to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now, plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens the entire time. It will spray on your lens, but only for the last 20 seconds. But as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable on countertops and on machines. They are impact resistant. They have the highest amount of UV protection you can have on your lens. The Zeiss Protection goes up to 400 nanometers in both the UVA and UVB protection. No other lens company offers you that much. Speaking of protection, well, let's get back to the UV. Your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. So we know what the sun can do to your skin. They're in Beaverton, Michigan, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive. So you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. You also have the PhotoFusion Extra Gray, which has 50 to 70% blue light protection. You have a premium scratch coating. You also have the Zeiss DuraVision Silver Anti-Glare. Anti-glare is 3 treatments in one. The first treatment is it reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights. The second part of the treatment is it reduces reflections. So when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. Or if you take a selfie, you're less likely to see the phone in there. And the third feature that I like, the practical side, it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating to protect your time and investment. So let's see if it fits first time around. Speaking of the reducing reflections, when next time you take a selfie rocking these things, hashtag me or include me at the @ symbol, freeprescriptionlenses.com. The next time Captain Kirk posts to Facebook or Instagram, I will be included. I will see that and I will give you a big shout out. So let's see if it fits first time around, which I doubt. Although if any prescription is going to fit first time, it's yours. I'm going to tuck it in at this outside corner, press down the nose, and it snaps in. Unbelievable. Kids, we interrupt this broadcast to say that never happens on the size 55. Of course, you have very little power in these. I'm going to flip that over to L, place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, the Chuckorama, or tonight I'm calling it the Captain Kirk. Hit the start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens again will be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure that it is large enough to fit. First go around, and you can see as it's tracing the shape. And then measuring the thickness to know where to place the bevel for the least amount of edge thickness, showing Captain Kirk, you got none, I can't give you any more. You got nothing there, so I can't give you any more. She won't take any more. All right, that was awful. So, dry that off, add to my sense of accomplishment sticker. Now, this was, as you noticed in other videos, was starting to collapse under its own weight, so I gave it some plastic surgery. Literally the plastic shipping tape that I ship in, I wrapped it around this way and this way to make it tight, so we're going to cover up the shiny plastic. But now it's going to fit any way I do it. It won't collapse under its own weight. So, we're going to come down here to the lensometer. Hey, we all need a little plastic touch-up every now and then, so put it in over that black dot, read the power, and I'm getting 0, no power. How am I charging you for lenses if there's no power in your lenses? But so you actually, and so Captain Kirk is at that point in his life where he needs reading glasses, but he's tired of the on and off. So he has barely any distance correction, the smallest amount you can possibly have in your left eye. Still no power, but you have 1 step of astigmatism correction. Literally most of the power is below the lens. This is his first progressive. By the way, in the description I will have a link for people to learn how to use your first progressive lens. So after you watch this, Captain Kirk, go click on the link in the description and watch what to expect on how to use your first progressive lens. Now the frame, the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer in any size, any color, sells for $150. The Zeiss Light D digital freeform progressive lens, come on, remember we talked about this, don't you remember? $149.99. The PhotoFusion Extra Gray is $109.99. The regular PhotoFusion in gray, brown, green, or blue is $100. He wanted the extra gray. He wanted it extra dark outside. The other nice thing about the extra active is that they will get 30 to 50% behind a windshield, where the regular transitions and PhotoFusion will not. Again, that's $109.99, $10 more, $20 less than Essilor. And the DuraVision Silver Anti-Glare, which is comparable to about the Crizal Avancé, is $20 less than that at $79.99 for a total of $489.97 tax-free. The reason I've always been tax-free, but the reason I point that out now to everybody is a lot of sellers on the internet have to charge tax. I do not. I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device, and there's no tax on medical devices. So you don't have to pay tax on me. Tax in North Carolina. Well, I took my calculator away. I gotta get another calculator. So, oh look, I already lost your frame. I couldn't find it. So we're going to tuck this in at the outside corner. I want to go ahead and take that dot off your lens before I put it in the frame. Tuck it in. It snaps right in. That comes off easily. Dry that off. Throw that back in the bin. Add to my sense of accomplishment sticker. Some people would say I'm hoarding, but you know, other people measure their accomplishments by their bank account. Sure, you could do that, but this is just a little reminder of every pair of lenses I've cut since I've moved to this new location. The first 11 months that I went into business for myself, the last 15 months, and this is when I was still doing a little bit extra work. This is when I'm telling everybody no. Hey, sometimes you just got to say no and follow your dreams, because if you don't, you know, follow your dreams, you're going to work for someone else who did. So we'll turn the axis wheel to 36, which corresponds with the smallest amount of astigmatism you can have. We're getting 0, plano, no power, plano. 1 step, 1/4 step of astigmatism correction in the left eye, minus 1/4. So this essentially is a high-end pair of reading glasses that he's going to keep on all the time, and part of that reason, he has no vision in one eye. So when I was talking to him on the phone, I cannot encourage him enough to wear these all the time, because if a rock flies up, anything, a branch, you're walking through the woods, someone hits a branch, it swings back, hits you in the face, glass lenses will break, slice your eye open. You have 5 layers of your cornea. The outside layer will heal if you get cut any deeper than 1/10 of a micron. Your eye will scar and never be the same. So we've got to protect his good eye. That's why he's going to wear these 24/7. Well, you don't need them for dreaming. So, but I'm going to turn the card around. Your pupillary distance is 60 for both eyes. Optical center height of 20. So let's do this backwards because the spot is darker here. Place the 0 against my thumb. When we hold it up to the lens, we're getting 60 millimeters. The optical center height of 23 at the deepest part of the frame, not the deepest part of the lens, but from the middle of the plastic, we're getting 23 millimeters. 23 millimeters. Now this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that there's free shipping anywhere in the US, and Beaverton, Michigan is still in the US, but when you get these in the mail, there is a small chance these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And I'm no different. I'm part of that 80%. But because of that statistic, how about if I give you another statistic? 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local place, tell them if it's too loose or too tight or high on one side. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly, but I'm going to get them in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. Doesn't this look like the 2 things coming off the Enterprise? This, yeah, no. Now this shape looks like the thorax. No, I don't know what to call it. Okay, back to work. Press down. There is no wobble. When I take mine off and press down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. For those of you keeping score at home, I am wearing the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer, size 52, not the 55, the 52, in color 6053, which is the blue crystal. Mine's a little bit smaller than Captain Kirk. I know, I'm not proud to admit that, but I'm getting counseling, I'm getting therapy, shots and injections, and one day I hope, you know, to feel more comfortable with telling everyone mine's smaller than his. But hey, that's just the way it goes. I'm going to put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing, yo. And we are talking about glasses, right? I can't remember. What were we talking about? All right, so flip this over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they don't wobble, or that neither is askew. So, I'm down to less than 5 orange cloths. JJ, Jigsaw, He's my web designer. He's my art department. He's my everything. I call him Jigsaw because he's that missing part of a puzzle in my life that I can... Everything is whole with him. I don't get to tell him that enough, but it's true. So we need to work on new cleaning cloths. And he is. He sent me one. I just haven't approved it, but we got to get it going because I'm down to less than 5. I've got some blue cloths. Don't worry, I'm not going to run out of cloths. But people, I got ripped off when I bought the dark blue. They put black print on there and you can barely read it. It looks really bad when you send someone a cloth and they can't read what's written on there, but that's what I'm down to. So JJ, get in touch with the people. Tell them what to do. Overnight it here, and we'll go from there. So, but I send out, I ask for selfie requests on every package. I'd love to have one with them clear and then one with them dark when you're outside. I send out cleaning instructions, not only for your frame and lenses, but for the premium microfiber cloth that I provide, the Zeiss cleaning cloth, your RayBan cleaning cloth, and your RayBan case, so they too will last you for years. No other seller does that on the internet, I am told. Now this is what your lenses look like first time before they have been activated, meaning before they've been exposed to a strong burst of UV light. I'm going to put them in my little box and turn them on. Now as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for photochromic transition lenses to darken. A little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now Captain Kirk and everyone else listening, this is important. All photochromic lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple of weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they'll work for years at maximum performance. The only time the photochromic lenses transition 7 and 8 won't work is when you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield blocks the sun's ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they don't turn dark in a car. Having said that, Transitions Extra Active and Zeiss Photochromic Extra Gray will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. All photochromic transition lenses are temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. Having said that, the Extra Gray and Extra Active lenses will get darker in hotter weather. It's designed for extra active people who will spend extra amounts of time outside. Now again, this is the first time they've been activated. They will keep getting darker and darker. Come on, Kirk, we talked about that. Don't you remember? Tiberius. So, if, where was that? Oh, yeah. Do me a favor. Like this video, whether you like it or not. You're gonna like this video, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell icon so you'll get notifications as future videos become uploaded. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses. You can see as I keep clamming up my mouth how light these keep going. But you can, if you have any questions, go to the Contact Me page of the website and ask your question. You can also leave questions or comments in the comment section below. And again, Kirk, when you get these and you take a selfie, hashtag me at Free Prescription Lenses, and it'll go to my site and everyone else will see you rocking these things. And just do it occasionally, once a month or once an hour. It's up to you. But thanks for watching, and of course, Captain Kirk in Beaverton, Michigan, thank you for the purchase of the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer size 55 and the color 622, the matte black rubber. This is my #1 selling frame. Everyone needs black. And by the way, if guys, you want to do something special, the same way every guy needs a blue blazer, get the color 6053. I wear a lot of blue shirts with a pattern. This always matches. It looks great with blue jeans. It looks great if you have blue eyes, which I don't, but I love me some blue. So again, thanks for the purchase of the RayBan 2132 size 55 color 622 matte black rubber with the Zeiss Light D digital freeform progressive lens with the PhotoFusion Extra Gray and the Zeiss DuraVision Silver anti-glare. And now everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.